Just going to ask you about the recruiting class coming in this year. First, I was going to start with the forwards. I was wondering what do you like about the group of forwards you have coming in?
Yeah, well, we lost a pretty good class here of seniors this past season. But I felt, first I want to give credit to Josh and Phil. They hunted down on a road credit, both young families too. So I mean, it's trying to do that, and they do a fantastic job of being out front and being visible for our program. So kudos to those two guys for attracting these quality student athletes to our program. Up front, I thought they did a great job. We're trying to play our style. We want to play fast. We want to possess the puck, and we want to continue to go down that path. With sometimes you need some size, you need some elements in your lineup, and you try to project out what you need on a year-to-year basis. And I thought they did a great job. I think we have some guys coming in that could be some top six forwards. We'll just go down the line chart there. Obviously, you had the one young guy drafted in the NHL draft. He had a shortened season this past year due to injury, so it was nice to see him still get some recognition. Only playing about low 20s in games, but he has the ability to put up. He's got a high end stick in Nick Campoli, so excited about him. And Kevin Cherizin that put up 30 goals in USHL, which is a really good total. Both guys played key minutes. I think from the forward perspective, all the guys played pretty good roles on their team. Grant Cooper, that we think can provide some offense as well, but plays a 200-foot game that has taken on a leadership role a lot of times with his rosters and played a key role on Team Canada East a couple of years back. Has shown the ability to play with good players, and he can play with speed, and he can play with a good stick. And Josh Dickinson put up real good numbers in Georgetown. And he played on a really good team. They went deep into playoffs. He was a key cog for them. He's got some good length to him at 6'2", and J.C. McLean, good bloodlines there coming in. I went to see Cherizin and McLean play in the playoffs, or just before the playoffs there last year, and I don't think there was a player on the ice that wasn't committed to a college, and both teams had players in the stands that were committed to colleges. It was amazing to see the amount of kids on those two teams that were committed. Yet Sioux City went on a good run in the playoffs, and he found a way to play key minutes and hard minutes for them. I think that's the best way to describe JC is he plays heavy minutes and hard minutes. As I said, he's got good bloodlines there with his dad being an NHL player, and expect him to have good hockey intellect and ability to play. But overall, the class that can move will give us once again complement our team as we want our guys to play 200 feet. They're all responsible players, but I think they can play fast, and we're going to be able to make some plays, so add some depth to our offensive game.
As far as the defensive side of the ice, obviously, see James will be a big loss and stuff like that, but how do you feel about the guys you've got coming in, the blue line?
Yeah, well, we had a guy that sat last year, obviously, in Jerry Astron there. He, was come in, and unfortunately, just with a ruling, they come up with a partial qualifier. Just good student out of high school, but they have these rules with what weight classes are qualified, and he just came up class short. He had to spend a season as what's called a partial qualifier, so he could practice with us. So we got a chance to. He was someone that can really move, and he was slight. So we took advantage of the year to gain some weight. I think he got about 11 pounds of muscle on him during the course of the year with our staff. So he knows our systems. He's practiced with our guys. He's been in his, he's got the school system down. So I expect him to add some depth. We got Connor McCarthy coming in, who's a big body. I think he's 6'7", 6'6" range, but can really move for his size. I think the game on the back end has gone to ability to move, and more importantly, move pucks and get pucks through to the net. It's just the way the game's played now. You have to be able to transition up the ice. You have to be able to move the puck to your forwards and make it better and play fast, which you want to play. And more importantly, generate offense. Teams pack it in defensively. Now you got to be able to get shots through, and both guys have the ability to add those elements to us. So we got some competition on the back end this year for sure. I think it's going to be a strength of our team. So I think it's something we're excited about. Both guys coming in add some good elements, and obviously take us in the right direction where we're going with our back end.
And obviously, too, the other situations you have a goalie coming in too. What do you like about him? His numbers look pretty good from just the stats angle, but.
Yeah, Nick, interesting guy. I think one of the reasons was, we're looking at him and extensively. He's from the Toronto area, and is a big name the year before going. He played for Team Canada East, and then get in a situation where didn't play a whole lot the first half of the year with the situation he had, and got a chance to get moved to Georgetown, and Georgetown had a good team and had a good goalie, but felt the need to get someone like Nick for that stretch run, and he played some really important games for them down the stretch. He's tall, he's athletic, he's long. He's the type of goalie there that you have now. So what we wanted to do was make sure that there was competition at that position, and obviously, I think he brings that to the mix. He's athletic. I said I think he played Game 6 and Game 7 in a series to get them out of the OJHL for the championship. And I think he might have had back-to-back shutouts in those games. So I just like the fact he played important games as a goaltender. That usually helps you to translate to the college game. And expectations are he'll come through here, and there'll be a healthy competition with him and pushing Jake for that position.
Thanks.